Hello and welcome, dear community, to one special video update we've got for you here. This has come about last minute, and we're going to be speaking about the network, the Wetiko network and its operatives. And we've got quite some nice insights about the psychology of losers, as we like to call them, okay? You as part of the network, and we will mention your names also, your losers. And that's why we thought we'll take this on and share a little bit with the community how this psychology looks like, because it's been about 24 hours only since we've moved into our new home, and it looks like it's a little bit of a problem. What's going on here, Errol?
Yeah, apparently I've been handling Steve as a handler. What's been going on, guys, is the network is they have been fully revealing since we've got into this house, basically. And they're truly showing face. All we had to do was one video yesterday to let everybody know that we've got a house now, we're good. They didn't like that one bit. And good. They better be worried. So they've been revealing, thinking that we're not going to be able to see who they are, but we can see who they are. We know who these individuals are. Okay, Claire? Savannah Appleby. And if you guys check in the comments of the video that we did yesterday, there's an individual who goes by the name of Savannah Appleby, who's claiming that I'm Steve's handler. Because, you see, once upon a time, before I came along into the equation, she used to be Steve's handler. Correct me if I'm wrong, Steve.
Well, that's
just to show
true.
people I'm not handling you. Yeah?
That's absolutely true. Yeah.
Yeah. Because you were the real handler and you lost your mind control victim, your target. You lost your target. He's freed and he's sitting here right now and he's able to freely do what he's supposed to do. Right? And do I have any influence on you, Steve?
Of course you have, which is pretty good because of the mind control operation that Errol has been engaged in. I've actually managed to have full control over my mind. It actually turned out that through us being together, I stopped drinking, stopped smoking, stopped eating meat, stopped dairy products, because of the hacks that come in through what I learned from you is due to the coding that is in the cheese and the meat, the energy of death that connects you and makes the matrix transmission be decoded into reality by our bodysuit and decoding systems of our body. So yeah, you've been quite a bad influence on me actually, and now that Claire has said all of this, and other people have also come forward, I'm beginning to doubt our path.
And also this stupid woman from Croatia, whatever the hell her name is, yeah.
Oh yeah, we get to that. Yeah,
and,
we get to
and also ever since you met me, Steve, apparently you've got lost in shamanism too, which is a very great danger to the network, isn't it?
Oh yeah, and danger in sort of the way that it makes you have dangerous ideas, like taking the network down and taking over fully. Yeah.
And giving you an eagle's perspective on the way things really are.
Oh, I think John Lash won't like that, would he?
Nah.
Thunderbird medicine.
Yeah. Trying to hijack the principle and the principalities of the Thunderbird medicine, John Lash. Man, you have no idea about the Thunderbird medicine.
You see, guys, this is what true Gnosticism really is about. True Gnosticism takes down pedo-satanic criminal networks that want to be in charge, not like John Lash, all right? For anyone who still listens to John Lash, I have also learned a lot of things from John. Okay, so everyone's on their journey. I don't want to interfere with your journey. I just want to give you a little bit of an update that Gnosticism is about taking down criminals that are still running the planet into oblivion. That's what you have to do in order to fully be a responsible inhabitant of this planet. This is her message. This is when a Gnostic can channel the message from the earth and not sitting on your comfortable chair somewhere in Spain and talking bullshit. That's what John Lash does. Yeah. And I don't give a damn if he's a little bit older, okay? He's not...
Yeah, John, and we don't wear sunglasses in our live streams and videos so that people can see our eyes because we ain't got shit to hide. So what are you trying to hide behind sunglasses? Your true form? A little bit weird. Huh?
The last 24 hours have been crazy, and that's why we also, on our Telegram chat, there's been quite some activity, and it's been very good talks also. You see, it's good to have a little bit of an edge, okay? This is also another mind control program of the new age, which is, oh, we always have to get on with each other. No, it's good to have difference in opinions. And that also happened on our Telegram channel, and things have cleared. You see, we are being taught major lessons in how to discern the network and people going through their own shit, which can happen and is also allowed to happen on our Telegram group. It's important that people can share openly and be wrong and be triggered. Yeah, that's good. That's part of being a human being, actually. Don't have to all get on with each other the whole time. All right, it's good to have a little bit of an edge. I love that.
Guys, we're genuine. We don't hide behind anything. We don't hide anything behind anything. We are who we are. We are what we are. And we are confident in what we are and who we are because we know who and what we are. And we live out who and what we are in full confidence. If you want to frame that as arrogance, egoism, call us egoistic, then yeah, I'm egoistic in your world. And I don't care what you think. I'm me, and I will continue on being me. And do you feel the same way as well, Steve? Or do you feel any different to that?
Absolutely. And I love being myself and having differences in opinions. And also stating that. However, we don't just throw people off our platform because they don't agree with us, and we have sort of like this cult. We don't have a cult, you see. We want people to question also what the Gnostic takeover shares. Everything needs to be questioned. However, what we don't put up with is jackasses, okay, who keep repeating. There's a repetitive loop. There's a pattern to it, isn't there? This is also part of Gnosticism. Talking about real Gnosticism is pattern recognition. So I would say you notice by them constantly saying you didn't answer my question. Well, I'm not here to answer everyone's question.
Exactly.
Only when we want to. Isn't that right?
Everyone has questions. Everyone has questions. That's why we do videos for everyone and give them whatever we can information-wise. And it's up to the individual to make what they want of the information. All we can do is just talk about our experience of what we're doing and share it. I mean, you want to go into detailed questioning. What's your proof? How did you do it? We're not here for that. We don't have time for this. We're in the process of taking these bastards down. We have to discern where to put our energy and where not to put our energy. Okay, so if we don't answer your questions, don't take it personally, right? We don't have to answer every question. And neither do you.
And that's also out to the great community that we have out there that are truly immersed in their learning, all right, and who are truly on the path. Say no to people. It's a big lesson.
Yeah.
No,
No.
I will not answer that question. I am the power.
And then they say to us, well, what do you got to hide? Why can't you answer my question? It's not that I can't answer your question. It's I don't want to answer your stupid fucking question. And the more you insist that I do, the more my attitude towards you is fuck you. I do what I want.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm full of myself. What are you going to do?
Full confidence. This is planetary, okay? Coming back to who we truly are is animalistic and not conditioned, not domesticated. This is what the archons have made of us. The human being is animalistic and he can shout sometimes and stand up for himself. Because if he were to do that, we wouldn't be in the shit pool that we are right now.
And it feels beautiful when you do.
It feels magical.
That's true meditation.
Whole energy flows through you. Yeah. So I'm going to put this up now and we're going to make this public, all right? And the email is underneath in the description if anyone wants to sue me, because I don't give a fuck. All right? I stand in my power. I expose you, Snjezana, because this creation woman is a beautiful exemplification of, grant her that, a master psychologist who's then trumped by a master psychologist. This is Gnosticism in action, guys. And I just want to share with you because ever since we've got to that place and finally settled down, the dog's been barking, meaning the Wetiko network, massively. And
we're very happy about it.
Very happy because you fully expose yourself. We learn more about the psychology of Wetiko through you guys. And it's just impossible to make us doubt.
Their game is to make us doubt. Okay, that's all they have. So they do everything to implant doubt within you. Okay. Oh, you do think this? Do you think that? You did this? You did that? Fuck you. Who are you to tell me about me? I'm me. I know about me. Yeah. Look at yourself. And then on top of that, you got the cheek to tell us that you don't care about us. And then you contradict yourself and tell us that you're worried about us. That's dementia. You give yourself away.
It's a beautiful example, okay, and we'll read right from the emails I got since, I think it was today, okay? Also started yesterday. Oh, why yesterday? I hadn't heard from that individual for 2 months because she broke up the contact. She broke that up. So then she comes back.
Dependency bullshit.
Why is someone writing to you when there's not been any contact for 2 months? Now, let's head right into this, okay? So this is from Snjezana Horvat. Okay, I've got everything saved. If you've got a problem with that, I see you in court and I'm going to press claims. Hello, Gnostic Takeover, she writes. I've decided to break my silence only with this one email. I'm glad some people see through all the deception and lies on your channel. The people who want to see it can see it even in your body language, your gestures, tone of voice. I can see it very clearly. I don't trust one single word you two are saying. All I can see is egophrenia, as Paul Levi calls it. Nothing else. Your behaviors is worse than the behavior of a teenage boy. You two call other people archons. Shame them on your channel, all your ex-friends. How pathetic you are. True heroes and true warriors do their work in silence. They don't need approval and they don't hate anyone. I used to think that you, Steve, are bright and intelligent. But I've changed my opinion a couple of months ago. Or maybe you are under some kind of spell. Just to let you know, you can ignore this email or you can try to command me something. I just don't care. I know who I am and I know my truth. Snjezana. Alright, so that's the first one. And what I like to point out here is I can see it in your body language, your gestures, your tone of your voice. The message behind this: question yourself. Will I do that? That's a natural capability as a human being.
Body language. How dare I?
These people are obsessed. So what they really don't like is what has only come together after nearly 2 years of having a channel is a real community forming of wonderful people that I truly respect. That's what they don't want.
They hate it, don't they?
They really hate it, and not like it was for a very long time, scattered community of individuals where I don't know anyone. I don't know who watches my videos. Now, there's a wonderful group of people whose names I know off by heart that I really, really love. And those are the people that, through heart resonance, make all the difference in this world. This only takes very few people, according to the principle of the one. And you have that principle integrated in a few more beings. Oh my God, it's good night. It's goodbye, Matrix.
That's why this network is all about community. You need community.
Yeah.
So come and join our community of a cult where we can fucking create dependency on you, so you can be dependent on us, so we can control what you do.
Yeah. So it's about questioning yourself, all right? Plant self-doubt inside yourself, and then quoting Paul Levy as egophrenia. Okay, as a master psychologist, I give her that. Now, what they don't like is you call people archons your ex-friends. This is something
We never had friends.
this is something that's also worth pointing out, is the association. I had this in one of the Navigating the Matrix episodes, is an association of the mind of past experiences.
Yeah.
Always bring you and pull you back into your past where you were in the Matrix.
Remember when I did this for you? Yeah, you did this for me, so that in the future, when I see you for who you really are, I don't fucking question you. But it doesn't work with us.
And they especially don't want us, and this is also something that I want to, because we're doing a much broader video, because now we've got a space to live and work. Can you imagine? And the whole network goes crazy. We're going to be doing a much longer video. This is going to be Navigating the Matrix with Natural Law Principles, episode 7, part 2, that I want to do together with Errol, to really expose the workings of this network. All right, so this is just as an introduction to part 2 of episode 7. The reason is episode 7 has 3 parts because of the nature of the 7.
So what it is now is, because the network know that me and Steve and Liz were going to come together, and we're really going to together slay the shit out of them in detail. In their own mind, they're trying to pick all of us apart again, like planting doubt into Steve's mind to question me, planting doubt perhaps maybe into my mind to question Liz, and so forth. This is their classic game. However, this network is too demented to realize that the bond between the three of us here is unbreakable. It's true bond.
Exactly.
Because we know who and what we are, and we know who and what each other is. I've had enough experiences with Steve to know who he is. He's had enough experiences with me to know who I am. And we've had enough experiences, deep experiences with Liz to know who she is. And she has had deep enough experiences with us to know who we are. It's an unbreakable bond. So keep trying. No, network. I'm not saying don't do what you're doing. Please continue, because you expose yourselves as you do. So thank you.
You, the network, only exists as a learning lesson for us. That's your only existence. So what else is your bitch life all about? Nothing. We enjoy life, and you hate it, and we love it that you hate it, because we love our life. So continuing on, and let's see if we can pick up on a pattern. All right. So I also want to put my thing to it also, okay? Because I was not nice all the time, and that's good, sir. Okay, swearing is healing. They don't like the word fuck off.
Pure
Okay,
therapy.
let me tell you. It's pure therapy. It's power language. And that's the only way you can speak to demons. And this is what someone in the group also picked up on. Someone noticed the importance of learning that you do not communicate with them
No,
like us humans. You command them.
you cannot communicate with Archons. They keep pulling you in a loop and going round and round. You have to command them.
Yeah.
Authority and power. It's
Exactly.
the only language they understand. So this is why we are the way we are.
So my answer to this email was, well, the deception is never on your side, is it? We didn't ask for an opinion, and still you get in touch. We broke contact, remember? But then it may be because you need to say something. Needy for the greedy. So, where's the dependency on? Is that how it looks like when one is in charge? Yes, indeed. So, we'll keep doing what we're doing on our platform, and you stay silent and not waste our time, okay? Or you could bark like a dog and we'll not even read it. Didn't ask for your help, remember? Didn't ask for a teaching. So, to put it kindly, fuck off with your manipulation. Straight.
Pure and straightforward. Absolutely.
So, and the main point here is dependency. So she has something to say to us. We never inquired about anything. So that's why it's important to see the dynamics and the dependency, where the dependency is. Because the dependency used to be on us, on them. Like, for example, with Claire, I used to live in Claire Edwards' apartment.
Agent Claire Edwards.
So I was dependent on her back then. But tables have turned. The old signal is being slayed by the new signal, and tables turn. Now the dependency is on them, as is exemplified by this email. The dependency is on them, and that's what needs pointing out in relationships. Who's dependent on who? Who's in charge? And power is also an important thing we need to talk about more. It's a relational phenomenon. What is power? People need to ask that question.
Yeah.
Ask the simple questions. What is power? Power is a relational dynamics. So when I see the bloody president of Austria, if I see him, he's not my president.
Prick.
He's underneath me because of level of consciousness. New signal versus the old signal. You see? That's power. And then he's got nothing on you. No one in the entire world has anything on you. For that, I wanted to point out the dependency. So I also sent her, this is also the picture we're going to show after we've went through these emails, okay? Because I illustrated her dementia. And I'll show you guys, okay? We'll have a good laugh. Oh, we'll have a good laugh because the Archons ate it. Yes. So, going to her response to my email was, thanks for your kindness, Steve. I still remember the time when I was your wise friend, the only email friend, and dear soul sister. Such a fake kindness. I've never really liked that. Only my ego liked to hear that. Like so many people who don't trust you anymore, I choose to leave the platform of the fake Gnostics. I watch you sometimes just to see how the lies come into existence in this reality. And I fully understand why so many people don't want to interview you too. It's not that you're a danger because you're telling the truth, but rather because you are fake and really have superiority complex. So here we go. Your behavior is silly and childish. Watch some of your videos and look into your gestures and body language. Also, the way you look at Errol like he's your god. So funny. Compare your behavior and body language with some real truth warriors who don't have a need to insult anybody and who are at peace with themselves. You'll see the difference. I don't hate you, Steve. I just feel sorry for you.
Oh,
Everything you do, you just do it out of fear and deep insecurity. At some level, I can even understand you. Despite everything, I wish you only the best. Thank you for all your lessons. I've learned whom not to trust. Sniedzan. Wow,
bye-bye.
that's a classic. So, to point out here, everything I do comes from out of fear and deep insecurity. Oh my goodness, they've given the game away, huh?
It's classic. I had that with them as well. Through my dad. You are doing what you're doing from out of fear. No, I'm doing what I'm doing because what I'm doing is slaying the bastards. Where's my fear?
It's amazing. There's so many things one can pick up on. So the mind of past experiences is at play again. I used to be your wise friend, etc. And again, the body language and gestures, which shows how they're obsessed with what we do.
So sorry. I was I was your friend when no one was. She's saying, yeah, you see, she basically came into your life from nowhere, right? Correct me if I'm wrong, so that they don't think I'm fucking handling you again like I give a shit. She came into your life from out of nowhere, just during the period when you were on your descent after the experience between us, what they did to us, and you were going into you were descending. She came into your life to create what? Dependency. I was the only one who was with you, and even though you don't know who the fuck I am, and you never see my face, it was just email. Continue.
Exactly.
Dependency.
That's a very important part here, because the descent, the descent makes it possible to ascend to higher levels of consciousness. Okay, this is the play between the 6 and the 9. That's the play. You have to descend. This is shamanic initiation, isn't it?
Yep. And this is why the Archons hate us, because we see through their shit. They really hate me. Okay? And together with Steve, they hate us even more.
That's why, for everyone to see, you go into the comments of our videos, and there you've got the network. All right, you've got it on the Telegram group, and as soon as we identify network operatives, we give them the chop, and that's why she comes. There's another angle to this. You could do a 2-hour video on just those emails. Another angle to this, she comes with the fake spirituality, with the New Ageism. Someone who's truly in balance would not do that and would not insult anyone.
When the reason why we're slaying all you guys is because we're truly in balance.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why and how we can slay you guys when nobody else can and is doing. Yeah. Hey, egoism now.
This is what the dominator culture of this vampire empire really is. You see, they're allowed to torture untold millions and billions, have genocide over genocide since the Second World War, before First World War, genocide the indigenous. However, you identifying, naming names, giving the chop to Archons, suddenly, that's a little bit too much.
Yeah.
You see?
Yeah.
This is what a dominating, pathetic Archon empire looks like, because They don't want you to get the fucking sword out because it's game over.
It's all about domesticating their prey. Domesticating their prey. Do we look domesticated? And we haven't even warmed up yet, guys. We haven't even warmed up yet. Yeah.
So anything you think you're doing is working in our favor. I'm more motivated to get the sword out. I'm even less in fear of anything. I know I'm doing exactly what I have to do. And you can bet everything I'm going to pull the trigger on all of you. I know your psychology. I know who you are. I even know where all of you live.
I know your master better than he knows himself.
The one you're slaving for, the demi, the clown, that's who you work for. That's your entire life is based on serving Satan, who's a clown.
Yeah, and that's why you all of you are made in his image. You're all clowns running a fucking circus. It's really funny, to be honest with you.
And we'll go much deeper even into the operations of the network in part 2, episode 7. It's going to be fascinating. All right, so anything else to point out?
The picture, man.
Yeah, but like the way I look at Errol as if he's some god. You know what? Yeah, I do sometimes look at Errol and think like quite a lovely man, you know? It's like pure masculinity, good energy, you know?
Oh, let's not get into the gay shit now, please.
Yeah, it's called respect. Respect for your brother and listening to your brother and like, oh wow, you really nailed it in that interview. Oh wow, you really nailed it when you said that. Yeah.
It's a human attribute.
They hate it.
It's a human attribute which you archons cannot understand because you do not have, right?
Exactly. Idiots. But they think that we are like them. You know, it's pure dementia.
Well, they look at everyone and they see themselves. And then tell you, everything is a mirror.
So to be, how should I term this? Transparent, I guess. I also put my email to it, all right? Because we have nothing to hide, have we?
No.
So, going on, that's the last email I sent. And all the other emails, Snjedzana, I'm gonna delete because I've learned enough. It's good, all right? So don't waste your time, will you, darling? So I write to her, you are truly a great psychologist, my dear. Credit where credit is due. However, I'm a much better. When one feels happy with themselves, one doesn't feel the need to prove anything to anyone. I'm right there. I just tell you to fuck off because that's how one speaks to archons and their possession. I had long forgotten about you until your demon tried, in a desperate attempt, to hack in and make a scene. Make me feel insecure. Make me doubt my path, my work, my process, my everything. It does not work. I love my path, my work, my process, my everything. And that's all that counts. I imagine reality into existence. My will is stronger than the will of the environment, and that includes you. You know, my will is stronger. I wish you were sad about that, but knowing the archons, you don't feel anything, for you are psychopathic. Again, I am kindly telling you to fuck off. I never asked anything from you, therefore you are you are in a position of dependency. Where's the power? It is with me. I am a much better psychologist than you piece of shit. Ha ha. I love it, how happy I am. And swearing at you makes it even sweeter. So, I recommend you to not make more of a fool of yourself and just accept that there is more outside your bubble perception. That's where I am. What are you gonna do?
But Steve, how could you talk like this about me? I introduced you to Paul Levy's book, and because of that, you are where you are now. Yeah, you demented fucks. Because you have no other choice but to hand us over our tools, which we use to slay you with.
Exactly. And then correct
What's the
with
purpose
the
you
truth,
serve?
where Paul Levy, for example, says, oh, when you name someone as evil, then you're shadow projecting. No, you're not. Paul Levy, author of Dispelling with Tico and other books, and having a deep knowledge about the subject, that is incorrect, meaning wrong. Because you see,
That's what she's doing.
if you do not identify when someone is evil, then you have no chance.
Yeah.
The evil gets away with it. You see how this works?
Got to call it out.
I'm going to call it out and say, you're evil. This is evil. What you're doing, it's you. Yes, where Tico is a field phenomena, that manifests through you. That's why we're naming names, because it switches them off. They have no power over you because you know, and we're here to experience our knowing. That's why Gnosticism is very dangerous.
To the archons.
It's back. Gnosticism is back. You've done countless genocides on Gnosticism through the indigenous, our people, our ancestors. And they're with us, fully charged. They're with us, aren't they?
They are us. We are them. We're back. What are you gonna do?
Let me show everyone a picture of what they are and what they do. Yeah, that's you, Sniedzana. That's you, Claire. That's you, John, Lamb, Lash. All right? That's you. And it's quite a sad story that you can't pull your head out of your ass. But you can't continue on trying to fool Gnostics. You've got your head up your ass, mate.
And by the way, feel free to take legal action, which is what you would call it. Nothing to do with legality, but go ahead anyway.
I am the law.
Because you will all be trialed in the court of natural order anyway. And we will be the judges.
And let's see, shall we, what jurisdiction is above what?
You're all guilty for crimes against humanity. And you're all complicit in aiding and abetting, being the dogs of the real criminals.
Yes, they're master psychologists, but they're dealing with grandmaster psychologists. So it's game over for all of you, and this is just the start. Get used to this sort of torture, all right?
Yeah, and just to piss you all off even more this morning in our new location, new neighborhood. It's a nice little town we discovered. Very quiet, in the country, hills, streams and rivers and creeks at the bottom of them. And we discovered a nice little pond, or lake should I say, which we had a nice little sleigh in. And we are really happy to be alive. We are so happy to be alive, aren't we?
Oh, goodness, are we happy.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
We have everything we need now. Liz is in the kitchen cooking. We just went shopping. And yeah.
Life is beautiful without you. And we're coming for all of you.
Oh, yeah. And remember, you don't come into our house. We come into your house.
Yeah, and throw you on the fucking streets.
Absolutely.
All right?
Absolutely.
Till next time, take very good care, everyone. Bye-bye.